So I was asked to make a get to know me video, and I have a list of questions, and so hopefully I answer all of your questions. If not, leave them in the comments. So just to start off with like some basic things, my birthday is July 4th. I live in the Northeast currently. Hopefully one day it'll be Florida. I have a younger brother, and I have two ferrets, Malt and Mocha, who you may have seen, and a fish. Just recently got a fish named Anna, and a snail named Olaf. My favorite color is pink, if you couldn't tell by my hair. I'm not a big sports person, however, I have been an Irish dancer for 18 years at this point. I have been doing various other dances for 8 years now, so pretty much any dance that you can name to me, I probably have done it in some form. I love the sound of music, Grease, Dirty Dancing, The Breakfast Club, things like that. My favorite musical artist, it's pretty much always been Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran. As of right now, I also love Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan. Also Nathan Evans, who is a Scottish artist, just came out with like his very first like album of his own. And also Keanu Craw, who is, I believe, an English or Irish artist who actually just toured with Ed Sheeran on Ed Sheeran's tour. I get asked this a lot on like the little anonymous messaging thing about like dating and who has a crush on you and this and that. I want to make it so perfectly clear. I have a boyfriend. We have been together for almost 3 years at this point. You don't have a chance. I'm very sorry. Thank you though. I'm flattered. But I have a boyfriend of 3 years. His name is Noah. If you follow me on Instagram in any capacity, you have seen him. Hobbies, as I stated before, I have been dancing literally all my life. I also love acting and singing, pin trading, hanging out with my friends, listening to music, all the like normal stuff. I see a lot of people ask like coffee or tea. Neither. I don't like either. I barely even like water. My favorite thing to drink is either a Shirley Temple or a vanilla Coke. Body modifications. I have 6 tattoos. 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top. I also have, at this point, 15 ear piercings. I have 4 lobe piercings on each side, 2 helix piercings, an industrial, so that's 2, and I've lost count, a helix, and I just got my conch pierced. So however many I just said, that's how many piercings I have. And if you want to count dyeing my hair, I dye my hair. A hot topic right now is Halloween or Christmas. Halloween. I do not. Christmas does not start until after Thanksgiving, and that is a little bit because of my Irish dance background. We have this season in between Halloween and Christmas called Oireachtas season. For those who are not in the Irish dance community, Oireachtas is a regionals competition. So that happens either the week before, the week during, or the week after Thanksgiving. So it is Oireachtas season right now. Christmas does not start until after Oireachtas season. Thank you. I am in college right now studying theater and dance. So I am very much a musical theater person. My favorite musical is Wicked, and that is because it was the first one that I ever got to like go and see, not like a movie. But I also love Six. I'm a big history person, so Six and Hamilton kind of go hand in hand. I've also seen a couple of others. I can answer that question if you would like, let me know. Getting into Disney things, my favorite character is Rapunzel, obviously, and my favorite Pixar character is either Boo or Ember from Elemental. Some of my favorite movies are, there's a lot. Obviously Tangled, and my favorite Pixar movie is Monsters, Inc., followed very closely by Elemental. My favorite park is Magic Kingdom, followed very closely by Hollywood Studios. My favorite ride in Magic Kingdom is the Haunted Mansion. My favorite ride in Hollywood Studios is the Tower of Terror, followed very closely by Rise of the Resistance. Even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, I'm sorry. My favorite ride in Epcot is the Frozen Adventure, whatever that's called, in Norway. And my favorite ride in Animal Kingdom is Flight of Passage. I'm not a roller coaster person, so roller coasters will never make that list. I don't care how good they are. So someone asked, what are my YouTube goals? Kind of just to have another platform to like share Disney on. Nothing really specific. Plans for the rest of the year with like posting online, nothing specifically. For the rest of the year, again, also nothing specifically. However, I leave for Disney on January 2nd and will be there the 3rd and the 4th. So by next year, you will have very quick Disney content coming out. My favorite YouTubers. I love Sims YouTube. So I love Lil Simsy and Kelsey and PGK. They are pretty much the only YouTubers I watch, other than Sam and Colby, TFIL and Overnight, and Call Me Chris and Selena Spooky Boo. I all watch for their paranormal content. Favorite horror movie? I hate horror movies, which is funny in sequence with what I just said, but I hate horror movies, except if you want to count it, The Sixth Sense. I enjoyed that movie a lot. Do I play any instruments? So I actually used to play the flute in school band. So I have a basic understanding of how to play the flute. I used to play the guitar until I broke my hand, and then you can see my finger's a little short. This one, my knuckle is a little short. So it actually impacted how I play the guitar, so I can't do it anymore. That goes hand in hand with the fact that I tried to learn piano and I cannot do it because of the pain it causes. If I could learn an instrument, I would love to learn how to play the fiddle. What types of music do you listen to? I kind of listen to anything. I try to stay away from like rap, but other than that, and like classical, but like I listen to pretty much any other style of music. I play any video games, so I actually just posted on here on YouTube. I actually just posted on YouTube the videos of me streaming Dreamlight Valley, Disney's Dreamlight Valley. That is pretty much the only video game I play. I don't really play anything else, but I do own a Switch, and if I have friends over, I play Mario Party, or we play Just Dance, in which case I kick all of their butts. My favorite TV show? Friends. I love Friends. I also love like Nickelodeon in the 2000s, which obviously there was a documentary about. It showed how bad it was, but that does not take away that they're still shows from my childhood and I love them very dearly. Things like iCarly and Victorious, and on the Disney side, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on Deck, Jessie, Liv and Maddie, Girl Meets World. Those things I love very much. Have I been to any concerts? I have been to 2 concerts in my life. One when I was 7 years old, maybe, and it was a Bridget Mendler concert. And one a couple years ago that I'm not gonna say the band for, because it was a very 90s band and I'm not gonna get judged for that. Thank you very much. My favorite school subject. So like I said, I'm in college, so theater is my favorite school subject. It's my major, but like for high school, I loved English, kind of. I struggled to read due to dyslexia. It was kind of the thing that I was best at. I also really love science, and like I said, I really love history. However, I exceptionally hate math. with a fiery passion. Never make me do math. It will not end well for anyone. My dream job. Honestly, a Disney cast member to some degree. I would love to be like a parade performer or a dancer, especially like I would love to be a dancer in the Lion King show at Animal Kingdom. I love that show with everything that I have. Or I would really love to be a dancer on a cruise ship because my family also loves to cruise and I love seeing the shows every night. Biggest achievement. That is a hard thing to answer, and I'm going to relate it back to dance once again. In Irish dance, there's levels, and my teacher at the time held me back from moving up in levels for 4 years. So I think my biggest achievement was probably being able to move up those levels and break out of that 4-year rut. Favorite food. Against my better judgment, ice cream. I love ice cream and cake. I love anything that is sweet. My star sign, and do I believe in horoscopes? So, as I said, my birthday is July 4th, therefore I am a Cancer. However, I do not believe in the horoscopes and things. But if you do, good for you. I don't care. My favorite clothing store. Right now, honestly, Box Lunch or Hot Topic. I don't really shop anywhere else. I'm very short, so I find it hard to find clothes. Favorite childhood memory. Not so much childhood, but before I graduated, it was the summer that COVID hit. I happened to have a very large friend group, and my brother also happened to have a rather large friend group for the time, and that summer, almost every single day, we had like 13 people at our house hanging out in the pool, playing video games, this and that, every day for 3 months, and it was so fun. And I don't talk to any of those people now because they were pretty mean to me. But I cannot take away that was a pretty good summer. So someone asked, do I prefer looks over personality? No. And that's not to say that like the people that I've dated are ugly. I just don't care about how you look as long as you're a good person. As long as you're a nice person, which I think is fair. Someone asked, do you have a type? No, however, however, every single person I have ever dated has had green eyes. I have not sought this out. It has just happened that way. What do you look for when making new friends? So I don't make friends very easily. I am very shy. But honestly, just like someone that's willing to be nice to me and like really wants to be my friend. Like I don't do like acquaintances or halfway friends. We're either friends or we're not. And if you want to be like halfway friends with me, that's fine. Just know that I don't do halfway friends. So there's that. How would your friends describe you? I will insert pictures here of how people have described me. Most valuable Disney item. A couple years ago for Christmas, my dad got me this beautiful Tangled Kincaid painting. So I would say that's probably the most valuable, like monetarily. I don't know what I would consider the most valuable to me, because obviously all of it has been like pretty much given to me, so I think it's all pretty valuable. Halloween plans. I am doing this video after Halloween. However, on Halloween I had rehearsal for the show that I am in, and then my boyfriend and I watched Descendants 3. I love to trick or treat or give out candy, but I had rehearsal, so I could not. What color socks do you wear? I wear fun socks. I think white socks, black socks, non-patterned socks are boring, as you can tell by the fact that this is literally Jasmine. I love my Disney socks. I have Disney princess socks. I have a whole Princess and the Frog set. I have a whole Pixar set. And I have gnomes because I love gnomes. Here's a weird one that someone asked, but I said I would answer it. The safest way for animal control to catch a bear in a neighborhood. It feels very like, let me find out what person you are by asking the weirdest question. Which is fine. All for that. The safest way for animal control to catch a bear in a neighborhood. I've had a bear in my neighborhood before. And the safest way is to just wait for it to leave, in my own experience. Because it did. And we didn't have to call animal control. But I suppose if animal control is really needed, maybe they should just tranquilize it. And not actually harm the bear, because I love animals. So someone asked about my ankle tattoo. My violet tattoo. I regret to inform you that that was probably the worst tattoo for me to ever get. I can't say it will be for you because I have autoimmune disorders, so my body already hates me getting tattoos. My brother, if this helps, had pretty much no reaction. He was fine. It was his first tattoo. He said it was pretty painful for obviously a first tattoo, not knowing what to expect. And his healed fine. My ankle swelled up for 2 weeks. And it was such a painful healing process. Nothing was wrong. It wasn't infected. It was just my body being angry. So unfortunately, I didn't have a great healing process. But it was, yeah. I will say, probably not the most painful spot to get. However, it was near the bone, kind of on the bone, so it was kind of painful. I would say the one on my calf, my outer calf, was probably more painful, and or the one that I sat for 4 hours for, my Rapunzel tattoo on my thigh. I will tell you, in my experience, everyone's experience is different with tattoos. In my experience, line work hurts the least, shading hurts the most, color hurts in between. I hope that is helpful for you. Also, lettering sucks. I have 2 tattoos with lettering. It is so painful. Someone said they're getting their wisdom teeth out soon and asked if I had mine out and any stories for that. So I did have to get my wisdom teeth out. I actually had to wait 2 years of me begging to get my wisdom teeth out because I was in so much pain from them. I did not get them out in office. However, I could have. I have a severe phobia of needles, so I had to get them taken out in a hospital. So I have no funny anesthesia stories, none of that, other than I cried eating ice cream because there were meds in the ice cream and they wanted me to take the meds. And the only way to get me to take the meds was to get me to eat the ice cream, and it was very painful. I will say I had stitches. I remember this. I will remember this pain forever. I had stitches that dissolved on their own. My first night of eating solid food, I ate a tater tot. The tater tot nicked one of my stitches, got caught. I broke out bawling. And I was done eating. I ate 3 tater tots for dinner that night because I was so frustrated and in pain that I was like, I don't care, I'm done. Worst injury. I feel that's subjective. As a dancer, I have a lot of ankle problems. I have danced on bilateral sprains, so having sprains in both of my ankles. I did a ballet midterm on a broken foot. However, I did not know the foot was broken for another week, because it was so minorly broken that I was able to walk on it in comfortable shoes. The worst injury I think I've had was probably breaking my hand. Like I showed you earlier, I have a short knuckle. What happened was, me and my brother were on a playground. We were playing tag. I was running upstairs, and he was chasing me. So I was running upstairs, up those metal stairs, and I fell on the stairs. I didn't lift my foot up high enough, so I tripped up the stairs and went to catch myself and punched the stair wall. And you can kind of see here the problem. I hit the back end of my hand, and if you know how to punch, you know you're supposed to hit the front two knuckles, not the back two knuckles. Otherwise, that's how you break your hand. So I hit with the back two knuckles. I broke my ring finger, and it, instead of healing back together like this, it healed back together like this, which is why my finger is now short. That is called a boxer's break. If you didn't know, I did do a whole research project on it. And that is the last question that I have. So if you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. I will be happy to answer them either in a comment or in another video.